Hi friends, this is Amanda. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Michigan. Welcome to my channel. I really appreciate you guys being here. Today I want to tell you first off about the Designer Series paper sale. It goes now through August 2nd, 2021. Beauty of the Earth, Bloom Where You're Planted, Hand Penned, In the Wild, Pansy Petals, Sweet Symmetry, You're a Peach. Those are 12 by 12. They're on sale from $11.50 to $9.78. Tidings of Christmas is a 6 by 6, and it is on sale from $11.50 to $9.78. And then the big one, In Good Taste, it's a 12 by 12. It was $21, and it's now on sale for $17.85. I also have a small haul to show you. I purchased this Shaded Summer because the dies are a free item during celebration whenever you purchase $100 between August 4th, I think. For 2 months, August and September, you get to choose some free items during celebration. And if you purchase $100, you can grab these dies. And I was able to pre-order, so I was able to grab those dies, and I wanted the stamp set to go with it. All right, I also have these Plenty of Patterns masks, and the first one could be like mermaid, like fish scales. But this one is my absolute favorite. I love it. We're going to use it today even. All right, I did grab some Stampin' Seal and some Stampin' Seal Plus because I'm almost out of that. I picked up some new blades for my trimmer because my trimmer was eating up my paper. I picked up some black dimensionals in the multi-pack, which is mini and large, and then some regular mini dimensionals. I also picked up this Playful Alphabets, which are going to be fun, I think. I don't know why I don't already have this, but I picked it up. And what's really great is that I can put these in my clear cases that are, we are able to purchase as well. I'll just stick a magnet on there, 2 sides, on each side of my magnets. I put my magnets in my cases, and then I can also use those for if my stamp set's too big and all the dies won't fit in there. I purchased these stitched triangles. That's what they're called. It's stitched triangles. Look at this cute little banner die. I didn't even realize it was in there. For Christmas trees. I wanted to get all my Christmas shopping done so that I'd have everything ready. And then finally, I picked up 2 packs of this Designer Series paper from 2020. Yeah. All right. This is the sketch I want to do. It is a global design project, and I've been thinking about this all week. Unfortunately, I just did not get it taken care of. And I didn't get it done until Sunday, and the cutoff's like Sunday in the morning. And so I didn't get it into my cutoff. And whoops! Oh goodness! Sorry, I forgot about that. And then I didn't get this voiceover done until Monday. So oh well, I still wanted to play with it because I had some great ideas. As you can see, I put some pumpkin pie in a little spritzer with some water and some polished pink. I threw the pumpkin pie on the, all over, but I did have enough. And I'm going to spray that in the box that I just got with all of my goodies. Makes a perfect splat box. And then I'll just add some polished pink. And I got it up a little bit further than I wanted, but you know what? Everything is fun when you're spritzing. So I'm going to make this what I thought was going to be coral, but it ended up being awfully orange, which is going to be good because I think this card turns out almost for like a masculine teenager or maybe, 20-year-olds I think it's fun enough, for those younger people. I used to be young. What happened to us, friends? All right, I'm going to take some of our embossing paste. Mine is awfully dry, so I'm going to just add some water to this, and I want to color it, and I'm going to color it with the re-inker for Bermuda Bay. Unfortunately, I get a little bit too dark, you'll see here. I'm just going to mix that up. It's really easy to do, almost like, when you have some cake frosting and you want to add some coloring to it. White is always a good one. It normally lightens it a lot more, but this did not lighten it very well. So I have some very dark, almost unrecognizable Bermuda Bay, but it is. And yes, I wanted to do Bermuda Bay. I know that's silly, but it looks interesting, I think. Like I said, very modern. What do you think? And then I'll pick it up. And I had so much stuff left. I decided to put it on a scrap sheet because I will find something to do with this, right? There has to be something. I didn't want to waste all of it, but I really like this particular mask. I think it's great. I think it's my favorite. I hope they don't retire it anytime soon. Just wanted to show you guys how I clean my glass mat. I have a little one of these wallpaper scrapers, and I keep it with the blade inside, and then I just open it up. And then I have one of these little magnets that I put on it, and then I just put it on my cart. You know, my little carts are magnets, and they're always by my desk. So that's why I keep it. It's out of the way, but it's still, there. All right. Playful Patterns, I think this DSP is called. It's from the host. It's a host rewards. You can only buy it if you're a host. Pattern Party. I'll never get the name of that. I've called it everything, but it's Pattern Party. I'll cut a sliver of that, and I cut this down several times. It's somewhere between 1/4 of an inch and 1/2 of an inch. And then I'll cut an inch here, but I won't use this until the next card, and then I'll really cut it down. I will make a 5x7 card base, and here I go. I'm going to cut 1.5 inches off the one side, 1 inch from the other side of the trimmer off the long side, push it towards 5 inches, and I don't even have to open my arm, and I have a 5x7 card, easy peasy. And I cannot find my Teflon Bold folder. It's under all of my new stuff that I just purchased. If you haven't seen the haul yet of all the new things from Stampin' Up that are coming out, August 4th, I think, all of the new mini catalog. All right, so we're just going to chop this up, and I'm going to use some of this ribbon from the mini catalog as well. I ended up did getting my mini catalog in the mail that day, the same day that I did the voiceover. I printed everything out, and then I got it in the mail, which was kind of funny. And then I'll just chop that down to 4.5 by 6.5, and I'll use this shaded summer stamp set since it's on my desk, and there's a nice cinnamon in there, lots of nice cinnamons in this one, and it says "Love You, Friend." I know another one is "Above and Beyond." You go there a lot. I'm just going to put this down, and I'll show you how I put my what are those called? I don't even know. My stickers on my stamps so that they stick. I thought maybe it needed something, So I took out these dies from the shaded summer, from the celebration, for the shaded summers or the summer shade, whatever it's called. I'm sorry, friends. It'll be somewhere. And I thought I could put them in silver. Now, the silver paper that you saw was again from the mini catalog. So, I mean, I used quite a few things early. I'm excited. But I ended up not using it. You know how that goes, right? It's called Shaded Summer. Sometimes you guys just, cut things up and then don't use them, right? It's not just me that has like several different things all around my desk of things that I could use. All right. Again, this one says, "Love You, Friend." I think it's a really nice sentiment, but it's not quite the right sentiment for this card after I realized how modern it was and how masculine it could be. I'm going to trim that out around the words primarily because I could not get it straight. I stamped it several times and I just decided, you know what? I'm just going to cut it out. It'll look like I did it on purpose. So if you can't ever get your sentiment straight, just cut out the words. I mean, it's easier than, doing 5 or 6 times your sentiment strips because I seriously did it several times. All right, I'm going to put this party pattern. What did I call it? Party pattern down, and a little of this ribbon. I really like it. I really like this ribbon. I love this black and white. And then tape it together using some of my Stampin' Seal. Pattern Party. I don't think I said it right. And then some of these foam strips, which are a little bit taller than our dimensionals, and it gives a really nice dimension right here. But again, I will take this off because this isn't the right sentiment for this card. If I can ever get those on. I think they're cute. I like this, and I like the "Love You, Friend" sentiment. It's just not the right one. What do you think? All right, this is not where it ends because I did a few of these cards. I hope you don't mind. I'm going to start with another piece of watercolor paper, Strathmore Smooth Hot Press. That's what I like. And I am going to use some acetate. Actually, it's just the packaging. It's not even acetate. It's even cheaper than that. It's the packaging that I got from one of my new stamp sets. And I'm just going to do some smushing. And this is a little bit more controlled. The coloring is, unless you're like me and you get it all over your fingers. I used Night of Navy and Pacific Point, and then, even some Balmy Blue. And then here is Heather Highland and Gorgeous Grape. And then I'm going to use some surface tension here to keep my paper down while I smush some Bermuda Bay and Coastal Cabana together. And I end up taking that all the way up. I didn't know that that's what I wanted to do, but I really liked the two, the contrasting. And I thought maybe by, adding some dimension by with the watercolor, it would give my paper some texture, and it did just a tiny bit. I thought it needed a little bit more on the left-hand side. So I'll add some more Pacific Point, and I think that might have even been Moonlight Madness. Now I'm forgetting my in colors. Oh, it's such a long day. I was in the garden, guys, and if you know what that means I was planting flowers and there were bugs in there. Woo! All right, it was not a fun day. I am going to take a stamp, a text stamp that I got, a larger one, because, I make 5x7 cards, but you can just use the text stamp that you have, and I'm going to make some texture in the background. This is how I really like using the stamp this way. Now, this is my very large bottle of hand sanitizer, and that's how I'm going to clean my hands because my hands are so filthy. But then I realized I didn't do any purple with them. So now I have to get out another baby wipe and do it more. Oh my goodness. Oh, it was so messy. But you know what? I had a lot of fun, and that's all that matters. Now I'm going to use this. I don't know what other to call it. All I can think of is, like a mermaid tail. And then I'll add some polished pink to this. I just really want to get the color of this blue. I cannot believe I can't remember it. I know it's Moonlight, maybe. Oh, I'm losing my mind. I'm just going to, again, color this up. I did do this really quickly for you guys so that you didn't have to, because you guys kind of misty moonlight. Sorry. I got too much polished pink in there again, so I kind of added some more. Here I'm going to use my Express and Seal to try to save my embossing paste and not get it so dry. First, I cover it like I normally would, and I'm like, no, what if I push it all in? Maybe there will be no air then. Hopefully that'll work. Embossing paste is so much fun. It's kind of addicting once you get started. Very easy. It's just like frosting a cake. And I had a great time. And I think the pink and the blue and the purples look pretty good together. Again, I got too much, so I'll just add it to the scrap piece of paper. This is actually some watercolor. I didn't realize. I knew it, but I didn't think I shouldn't have done it on watercolor. But it is what it is. It's nice and white and beautiful. I don't add a lot of heat to this because it will puff up, but I will add a little bit. I figure that here I realize that the Love You More friend, that this is much more masculine and much more modern than a Love You friend, should be. So maybe a good graduation card. And that's what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to line this panel. This is 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. I'm going to line it up with just 1/8 of an inch smaller. Then I will cut, like I said, I cut this thing down several times. Add some of this new Blushing Bride. Oh, no, I don't. I'm sorry. I go for the polished pink on this one, the polished pink ribbon. Add that. Now, it was so much easier just not to worry about where it goes and just start gluing. Really, because this is supposed to be just a mashup. So I take out this, inspired thoughts. And it has a really kind of modern congratulations. Now here I'm deciding, do I want to use this? These die cuts. But here I cut first, cut it too small. Cut again, because I figure if I cut it, maybe I'll stay straight. And it did work for me. So again, I'll just use my my embossing buddy, my anti-static bag, little bit of Versamark, and I'll make sure that I do not flick my embossing powder. That's the most important thing. So I'll just tap it off and press this down. And here we go, 2 out of the 3. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section below. I'd love it if you subscribed. Last but not least, we're going to use this Art Is stencil that I got on Amazon. And this is so funny. I'm going to use some surface tension here, and then I pull it up anyways, which is, just like me. But I'm going to add some polished pink here, lots of it, and then I'm going to make it run off and go with a really light pink. So I could have used Blushing Bride, but I don't know if I would have got a nice coverage of Blushing Bride. So this worked really well for a small, a light pink. Then I'm going to add some polished pink at the bottom to darken it up, and I didn't like that, and so I went with, oh my goodness, can you believe I just did that? I went with Magenta Madness, made a huge mess. I kind of like the conflicting pinks. Looks a little bit different, but that's okay. But yes, I have that square right there, and I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I don't want to throw it away because these are, these are good watercolor papers. And so I'm thinking, what can I do? All right, let's put a stencil over it, and maybe I can mask the look. And now it just kind of looks like I, added some extra pink there. So it's not too bad. I wish I would have used that very modern stencil on it, but instead I do use this Art Is. And I use it as white embossing powder, which I should have used a color. Maybe if we still had the silver embossing paste, that would have looked good, but I don't think the white looks good. What color would you use? Please let me know in the comment section below. Again, I'm just going to close that up and I'll finish my card off here, adding some more circles where I can. Then this Strong of Heart has a really pretty sentiment on it. It's one of the new ones out of the new catalog. And for every stamp set that they purchase, Stampin' Up will give $3 back. Let me know what you think. I'd love your comments, and I'd love it if you subscribed. Thanks so much for watching. You have a great day.